Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. In the previous class, we had discussed question answers and some color codes as well as about some tags in the exercise session. And we have also started a little small introduction about our new chapter in which we are going to discuss about links, how we can create a link in our web page, how we can insert images, pictures in our web page by using different tags and tables. For inserting tables, we use different tags. So coming to the textbook, graphics, links and tables in HTML. Okay, here you can see these three topics: graphics, links and tables in HTML. Okay, so as I had already told about the topics like HTML tags, images in web pages, centering an image, increasing the size of the image, alignment vertically and horizontally both, then adding space around the image, wrapping the text between two things, adding border to an image, horizontal rule, links and tables. These are the topics which we'll be covering in this chapter. So here it is written, hello friends, in your previous chapter you have learned how to make the web page using HTML programming language. As you already know, HTML is a programming language through which with the help of the tags we can create a creative, attractive web page. You have learned about basic tags. Yes, we had learned in the previous chapter the basic tags used in making web pages like HTML head, title, BR, P tag, centering the text, font, front face, these all things. Now let's add images to our web page to make it more attractive. See how much attractive you can make your web page. It will be more beneficial for you if your web page looks attractive, it has good information, the documents will be properly aligned, the text are aligned properly, then it means you are using the tags very well, because without knowing the tags you cannot use any attractive things or any alignment in the web page. So to make it attractive, we use what? Some images, tables, different pictures to make it more attractive. As you can see, the chapter which you are reading, in some science books also there are some pictures around the topic, so that gives you the more information about that text while seeing the picture, and it's create a more kind of curiosity and interaction of yours to the book. So you get the text and graphics both on a single place, and you are able to get the information also easily. Sometimes the text is not clear to you, okay, then you use the picture to understand your things. Clear? Image include photographs, logos and any other visual object that can be added to a web page. Means you can include images, photographs, logos also. Okay, so this chapter shows you how to insert images, links, tables in the web page. Okay, but let us first review the tags which you have learned in the previous chapter. So let's see that. HTML tags. HTML consists of interspersed with special instructions known as tags. Okay, interspersed means fitted with a special instructions. Whatever the instructions, special instructions are given, the text are fitted or between that, known as tags. The tags which are fitted between the text, whatever the text is written and one of the tag gets fit between them. Okay, surrounded by brackets, HTML tags tell a browser how to organize and present text, images and other contents in the web page. Means these tags tell browser to organize and present text and images, the contents, in a well-mannered, well-organized way. Many tags are written using an opening tag and a closing tag that surrounds content that appears on the page. Okay, so many tags are there, the container tags which have a opening and closing tag both. So while writing HTML tags you can use both upper and lower case letters. Okay, there is no restrictions of case sensitive letters, you can use both upper and lower case, capital also and small also. Now basic tags, attributes with description. So let's see, first one is a BR, creates a new line, BR tag. Second, H1, H2, H3, H4, H6, these are the different levels of heading which creates a heading level. Here it is written. Now next one is head, contains information about the web page title. Whatever the title you are naming, it contains the information about the title. HTML identifies an HTML document. Okay, HTML identifies what type of document it is. Means it is a HTML document, of course. Then next one is P tag, means paragraph tag. For starting a new paragraph you have to use P tag. Align means alignment a paragraph, means mentioning the position of your text or your heading. Title creates a title for a web page. B tag, make the text bold. Okay, we can also use I for italic and U for underline. Okay, base font specifies a font for the entire page. It creates a font for the entire page, not for the text. Color, the text color. Face specifies font. Size specifies text size. Then body, that content that makes our web page. Okay, the contents that make our web page. BG color for set the background color of a page, and center means centers information on the page. Whatever the information is given, it brings it to the center of the page. Okay, next, font means it is used for changing the appearance of the text with using some attributes: face attribute, size attribute, color attribute. Color, change the text color. Face, change the font. Size, change the text size. Then I for italicizes, U for underline, OL and UL, ordered list and unordered list. Okay, this one unordered list in a what you call bulleted form. Okay, an ordered list is for 1A, small a, Roman number. Okay, this with the help of OL and UL. So these are the basic tags which we have seen in our previous chapter, and also used these tags in our web page for creating some small creativity in our text, in our web page. Okay, so now we are going to deal with this images in Images in web page. Okay, a web page can display drawings, paintings, computer generated art. You can also display your favorite artwork. For this, on the web page, a concept that is difficult to explain in the form of text can be explained with the help of a picture. Means any concept, anything which is difficult to explain in the form of text, means from the text if you can't get the idea that what it is about, then you can use the picture. Images can be used as navigational tools to help readers browse through your web pages. You can add images to improve the appearance of your web page, like you are changing the font sizes, font color, as or changing the appearance of your web page to make it more attractive. You can add images. Many websites offer images you can use for free on your web pages, like some of the websites which are providing free images which you can copy and save in your desktop or download it to your desktop, and then afterwards you can seek, means save in your web page. You should seek prior permission to use any images you download from other websites on the internet. You can scan photographs, logos and drawings with the help of a scanner and then use the scanned image on your web pages. As you can see, a scanner is an input device which helps you to scan the drawings, photos, logos, and with help of that you can scan the images on your web pages. At computer stores, collection of ready-made images are available. These collections include cartoons, drawings, photographs, and computer generated art. So before buying, make sure that these images are in a format of web browser such as GIF and JPEG, means the format of your picture on the web browser supports GIF and JPEG. Okay. You can create your own images that best suit your web pages with the help of an image editing program, means Adobe Photoshop, GIMP and Paint Shop Pro are the popular image editing programs where you can edit your image, transform them, format them, give them a new style, new look, and then you can upload that photos in your web page. Now, storing images and web pages. So let's see this, what is all about. You can store all of your web pages and images in one folder on your computer. If the folder contains many files, you can store your images in a subfolder, means you have to create a folder. You can make an individual folder on a desktop. In that you can store your images, or if there are many more files where you are saving, then you can create a subfolder in which you can save your images. Okay, so in a single folder all the images which you are using for your web page should be saved in that. Here, web pages and images. If an image you want to add to a web page, it is stored in the same folder as the web page. You can specify just the name of the image. Okay, if you are saving all the images in the same folder, then you just have to type the name with their extension, like balloon.jpg. okay, the file format .jpg is the file format, so you just have to write only the name. Otherwise, if there is subfolder, then if an image is stored in a subfolder, you must specify the name of the subfolder and the name of the image. So here you have to write the name of the subfolder and then the image name. Okay, so these are the two different types through which we can insert images to our web page. First one is that all the photos in a same folder, or you have to create a subfolder in a folder. Then you have to give the path, first the folder name, then the picture name. I hope it is clear to you all. Now next, using images. For using images, IMG is a short form of image. This is used to include images in your HTML document. The IMG tag incorporates graphics in HTML document. The element cannot be used for embedding other HTML text. The IMG is an empty tag, so it don't have a closing tag. It contains 5 attributes. First one, align. It is used to align an image on the web page, right, left, top, middle, bottom. So alignment means positioning of an image where you want to fit it. You want in left, right, top, bottom or middle. So align attribute you can use. Then alt, it specifies which alternative text should be displayed if selected image is not displayed by because of some network issue or some coding or some picture format. If your picture is not displayed in your web page, then what message should be displayed there? So by using alt, you can give the message if the image is not displayed on your web page. Now SRC, source. SRC stands for source. It is the source of image file from where you are taking the file. Okay, it is a set equal to the URL, uniform resource locator of the image, means is give the source from where you are taking the image, the whole path. Now height and width. So it specifies the height of the image in pixels and width of the image in pixels. So syntax is that image SRC, then image SRC means the source name, then alignment top, bottom, left, right, then alt, if not displayed then the message, then height and width of the image. Clear? Now next, you can see here image src computer.jpg. Place the cursor where you want to insert the image and then image src. So hope if I have a picture then I can show you. Like here, before font I want to use IMG. Okay, IMG tag I am using, IMG. Then next, the name of the picture. Okay, I have to see that if I am having any picture or not. So okay, like this Shivlinga. Okay, this image. If you don't know the path, you just click on the properties and from here you can see that it is written this one. Copy the path and then Shivlinga Tripurendra, the name. So first write here, paste, and then again you can use the slash, forward slash, okay, like this, and then the name, this one, copy here, again paste, dot, the format of the file is JPG. Okay, so JPG, Control S, let's see it comes or not. See here, it has not shown the picture. It is showing users Dell desktop Shivlingam Tripundra. Okay, so it means it didn't get the right path. Okay, so how will you provide it? Let's see. Because you have not written there SRC from where you have taken the image. See, so here what we have to write, SRC. Okay, image SRC equals to this one. Now is it okay? You can see it, image SRC. Now the name of the picture. So here you have to give the whole path because the picture is on the desktop. Clear? Now Control S, refresh. So here you can see there are no changes. So I am just showing you the errors also, that what are the errors. Now see here, we have written all the things clearly. Yes, the path also given clearly, but here you can see the equal to is not written. So just put equals to, then Control S, and let's see what's the result. Here you can see the picture came. Okay. Now what happened? We have not given the height and width. So this picture has came in the original size. So what we have to do? We have to give the height also and width also. So here, comma, HEIGHT, height equals to double inverted comma, means whatever height you want, 50 pixel. Okay. Now next, comma, WIDTH, width equals to double inverted comma, you can take 100 px, Control X, Control S. Okay, so Control S, let's see the result of this. I think I have not saved it. Control S. Okay, now see here the size of the photo becomes small. Now you can make a bigger size. So instead of 50 pixels you can take 400, and width you can take 600. Control S. Now see here, so the picture came according to the height and width which you have provided. So by this way you can add pictures in your web page also. Coming back to the textbook, so here you got it, how we insert the image in our web page. Now next, you can see here it has taken the computer image. I have taken the Shivalinga image. Now centering an image in the web page means you have to align your image in the center. So for that you have to use center tag. Let's see that it works or not. So here, before, I'm just making this more clear to you all. Here I am using a CENTER center tag here until the last, till where it has stopped before font. Okay, here I am closing center. Okay, Control S. See, it has came to center. Before it was in the left, now it has came in the center. As I have not used the breaking line, so I am going to use that on the insert tab. Okay, here I think I can use it, but it will be more clear to you on the insert tab. So we are using for BR tag. Control S. See, now it has came in a center. Okay, so by this I hope you got it, how you can put your image in the center. Now increasing the size of an image. The size of an image on a web page can be increased by specifying new width and height for the image. You can set the width and height of an image in pixels as percentage overall window size. So already we have seen that height and width I have written 100 pixels, 600 pixels. So it has been adjusted according to the height and width given by the user. Here it is given 350 and 450. So you can see the height and width of the image. If you will not give, by default it will take the original size of the picture. So the image with a new size appears in the browser. Clear? Now what is written here? Just see, resizing images using HTML can reduce the quality of your image. So in HTML, if you resize the image, that can affect the quality of your image, especially if you use HTML to enlarge them. Means a picture is small and you want to make it large, then the quality of the picture will be not as same as earlier. So for this reason, it is better to resize images using an image editor like Photoshop or Paintbrush Pro, means paint programs, whatever the programs given by the Microsoft. Okay, that will be better. Aligning image horizontally. You can use the left and right alignment attributes to control the horizontal positioning of an image on a page. These attributes also control how text wraps around the image. So here you can see image SRC computer align left. So why align left? This has came to the left side of the web browser. The text wrapped around the image means these texts are shown around the image here, and the rest of the text are below. So let's see it happens or not. So what you have to do here, you have done center. Now image SRC computer align left. So let's see, it is in center, I think. So removing this one. Yes, here you light align equals to left, left, control S. Let's see it works or not. See here, the text wrapped here, okay, and the text, sorry, the image, okay, here. I think it is visible to you all easily. So you can align your image left, right, okay, wherever you want. I hope this is clear to all. Now align left in the image tag of the image to text, wrap text around the right side of an image. So you can see it very easily. We had done this. Now next topic, adding a space around an image. So how will you put a space around an image? Because the image is there and the text are very close to the image, there is no space. So what we have to do, web browser display only a small amount of space between images and text. So you can increase the amount of space, is called padding, okay, to make the page more visually appealing. Okay, so giving a space near the images is called padding. So to increase the space around the left and right of an image, type h space equals to question mark in the img tag for the image you want to add a space. So in which image you want to give a space, you have to write h space with the amount of space you want to add to both left right sides of the image in pixel. So let's see, here it is given image src computer.jpg align left h space 50. So let's see what happened in this. Here we have given align left, so writing h space 50. So h space equals to 50. Clear? Control S. See, earlier what was there, they are very close to them, as now from the right also and the left also there is a space of 50 from the image. I hope clearly visible to all. So you just try at try at your home in your system, laptop, using Notepad text editor, and it will be easy for you and you will feel more curiosity to do this because the new things are coming on. Each and every day you are getting a new tag, and you can apply that tag and see what effects does on your web page. Okay, now coming back to the textbook, in the next class we are going to see the aligning image vertically, wrapping the text between two images, adding border to an image, and adding horizontal rule. So these all things we will be discussing in our next class. So till then, thank you.